Can you be more consistent, Derek? Yeah, well, I work two jobs. It's my first day off I've had in like a month and a half. So, what have you done? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm like your dad. I show up every once in a while. But anyway, I'm sitting outside on my front porch. My day off finally. Finally got a day off after about a month and a half, and I about a month, I guess. You know, and it's like one of my friends was like, I haven't had a day off in 2 months. And then you see him out there golfing. You're like, what, really, dude? Really? You haven't had a day off? Because when I was at work, you were golfing. Okay, whatever. But anyway, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not fucking. I'm not hating on nobody. But anyway, it's always a thing with guys. We always have to see which one of us has the better day off. But I'm sitting outside with the dog right now, old man Miller. I'm just sitting out here enjoying this nice weather, man. The springtime is here. Springtime is definitely here. You know, um, it's gonna be hot, Derek. It's not really that hot. It feels good. You might hear some wind chimes in the background. I ordered some DoorDash. Hopefully that'll be on the way pretty soon. And I had to turn my phone on Don't Disturb though because of just because oh man, people just keep sending me reels, bro. And I don't mind it, but it's like there's a certain somebody in my family that just sends like 12 at a time. It's like, bro, there's no way you're watching 45 reels in 1 hour. Yesterday he sent 45 reels in 1 hour. I was at work at the liquor store and I was and like went from between 5 and 6 o'clock. I received 45 reels. Like no kidding. It's like, what are you doing, dude? You can't just send me every reel you see, you know. And I don't mind the boys sending me reels every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. It's cool when it's like maybe five at the most an hour. But when you're sending like 40 something, whoa! It's like every reel you see, you just want to send it to me. You think I want to see it? You know, I'm not hating. I'm just saying, dude. And I like the attention because I know, usually no one ever texts me or talks to me at all. Which some of these people haven't though. That's the funniest part. I'm like, hey man, how you doing? And they just be like, send me a reel, not even worrying about my message or nothing. Like, okay, that's cool. That's what's up, bro. Um, that's how that particular person is. I'm like, hey man, he sent me a reel of some hot rods, and I was like, yeah, I work at a hot rod shop now, and he just kept on sending me stuff. I'm like, okay, well, don't really want to talk to me. You just kind of want me to look at what you're sending me, and like, it's cool, I guess. But it's like, dang, guys, come on, chill out. I love it, but I don't. At the same time, it's like, I mean, like, if you send like five in 1 hour, that's kind of annoying. But once you send like 45 or 43, my bad, 43, it's like, oh, I still haven't caught up for the last 43 from the last hour that you sent me, dude. Sorry, man. I'm way behind on these messages. The same with like my Discord too, man. It's just like everything on my Discord, bro, is like just golly. And like I know some of the guys feel like I don't know if they feel like I'm rejecting them or not, but I'm really not, man. I'm just like I just have so many messages. I'm only part of three different Discord channels. And it's like fucking just bombarded with just shit. And then I'm like, I can't catch up on this. Did they really cut this plant down? Anyway, this banana tree. We had a banana tree here, but it got destroyed in the last storm, and I'm assuming my parents cut it down. Well, you might hear some wind chimes in the background. You probably don't because everything's in the headphones. But yeah, it's not really picking it up. But there's like wind chimes in the background, stuff like that. And I kind of wanted to have the whole, springtime vibe on this episode, I guess, because spring is pretty much started. I mean, it's been like 90 degrees and stuff like that, and typical Texas spring. Really in Texas, we really don't have a spring or a fall. We just kind of go from like 95 degrees, and the next day be like, and then it freezes. You know what I'm saying? It's really weird off the wall weather. Um, but oh man, I forgot my beer. Damn. Anyway, yeah, it's really off the wall weather that we have out here in Texas, which is pretty crazy if you ask me. Um, it would be like literally it'd be summertime, be like 100 degrees, and then like the next month it's like 40. It's like, God, you know what I'm saying? my buddy in Florida, he's always like, I want to live that weather, man. I want to live that. I'm like, no, you don't. No, you don't. You're gonna get tired of it, believe me. This last winter wasn't too bad, but it had a couple freezing days, and that was just hell. But anyway, guys, I'm sorry for not having this podcast out as much. I've been doing the heavy rollers a little bit, little by little, but like I said, me and Steven are trying to find a good schedule for ourselves because neither one of us have been like really having a good schedule. But definitely check out the Heavy Rollers podcast, man. If you guys really want to find a good podcast to jam out to, or just to listen to. I know a few guys have sent me videos of them listening to the podcast, which I do appreciate that. Um, like shout out to my boy Michael Pompa. He he does the he listens to the Heavy Rollers podcast, and also what I'm saying, a few other guys out there as well, like my buddy Marshall and Skyler and stuff like that. And but anyway, we were So speaking of my buddy Skyler, he's got this new thing on YouTube where he's pretty much doing demonstrations of jujitsu in the backyard. It's more of a backyard jujitsu kind of thing since we haven't been able to make it to the gym and we haven't been able to just you know have the funds sometimes too because jujitsu costs money, especially a good school. And the school we go to is really a really good school, and it costs money to go in there, man. Sometimes you just ain't got the funds, and plus, other time you working two jobs. And it's the crazy thing about that. Really like check out Harp Jiu Jitsu on YouTube. I might actually leave a link down below on both podcasts. So guys, definitely looking forward for that. It's going to be, it's going to be something that it's kind of small right now, but I really like it. It's because like we're still exercising our jujitsu brains. You know what I'm saying? Because like if you realize that like if you don't do jujitsu for a while, you go back to the gym and you just get smashed, bro. You're getting smashed by guys that started 2 weeks ago, and so it's like you're like fuck, man. So like we've been kind of exercising our jujitsu brains and stuff like that. I got to help him demonstrate a couple moves the other day for some new guys that we have out here. Some two younger guys we met. They're in their early 20s, which was really dope because they're really enthusiastic about it. And that's what I love to see. I love to see younger people enthusiastic into jujitsu because it's to me, jujitsu is not about fighting. It's not about hurting people. It's literally about like just peace, man. It's way better than counseling to me. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to go to some sit across from some half a faggot, what I'm saying? Literally just looking at you and why they're kind of judging you too. You're crying over something, and because like when I was a kid, I had to go to anger management and counseling and stuff, and I remember like it wasn't life changing like jujitsu was for me. Now it might work for you, and I'm not knocking you if you're a counselor. I'm not knocking you if you're a therapist. That's cool. Do your thing. I think therapy's fake. I think it's stupid, and you know what I'm saying. I think there's more things in life you should be doing besides going to therapy. But like keeping yourself active. I think keeping yourself active, like in jujitsu or say combat sports or and I know the fighting and stuff like that ain't for everybody. Because like me, when I was growing up, I used to always get into fights. At least once a week or twice a week, 3 times a week. Sometimes, I'd always get into a fight. You know what I'm saying? And so like, and it kind of fulfilled me, and it kind of made me feel like it made me feel good about myself. You know what I'm saying? Like about fighting out here and stuff like that. And it was just it was just one of those things where it's like like I had to like go through a lot, to learn a lot. And jujitsu is just one of those things that it helps me, because I saw a video which really related to me. There was a lot of noise going on, and the guy takes his sandals off, and then as soon as he steps on that mat and bows, it goes quiet in his head, and that's kind of how it does for me. And so, like and with Skyler helping me out with this, stuff, and letting me help him do demonstrations and stuff like that, because unfortunately, out of everybody out there, Skyler he's a purple belt, and the next person down is me, which is a one stripe white belt. So it's like everybody else is just playing white belts, and they're just all starting and stuff like that. His daughter also helps him with a lot of demonstrations as well. She pretty much is on my level too, if you think about it, because the way they train more than I do. But it's still good to get like 2 or 3 days in a week. You know what I'm saying, of doing that. And like here last week we only got like 2 days in, but like it's still good to do that. You know what I'm saying. And we have some videos on YouTube as well, which like I said, I'm gonna share the link down below. Um, But like and like the funny thing about that video is like, no, they're like, don't worry about what you look like. Yeah, because y'all look good. I look like shit. I look like a pile of fucking fat shit just sitting there. You know. So it was one of those things that just made me. But it also made me realize I need to keep on trying to lose weight. You know. But I really enjoy it. Even though it's on its harp, we have a small mat and it's on its harp, and we get down there and we do some rolls. We do class. We also do some rolls, like a little small class, and we got two guys come in also to help us. Not really help, but be part of it. They're being part of it as well. They're learning too. These two young guys are learning how to roll. They're learning how to do a little bit of jujitsu. We taught them some armbar stuff last time, and it was one of those things where it's like, oh, that's pretty fucking cool, dude. And I mean, like it's free too, so it's like you want to go out there and just have a good time. It's what you want to do, and we don't ever, it's no judgment either. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I love about jujitsu. There's never no judgment. Like, what I'm saying? And the only kind of judgment I feel right now is like people are like, why aren't you in the gym? Why aren't you doing this? It's like, I'm busy. You know what I'm saying? Starting my life ain't as easy and simple as yours. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hating on anybody, but like, and that's the same way with church too. I feel the same thing with my church as well. When everybody's like, "Why aren't you at church? Why aren't you doing this?" Because I'm busy. I got money to make, bro. I got goals to set. My goal is to leave this town. You understand? I want to go, leave, goodbye. You know what I'm saying? I'm not letting you in, bro. I'm sorry, but I I'm just like, man. But like, don't let people's judgmentalness or like thinking that you're not doing anything. That's why I'm still exercising my jujitsu. That's why I still read my Bible every night. I Bible study every night. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and these are what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm busy, I'm working, but when I do have time, it's when the class ain't open or when church ain't open. So I have to take advantage of that as well. I have my own stuff going on. But like, yes, definitely check us out on YouTube as well. My buddy Skylar and them, they're doing their thing over there. And I like it. I like it how we're still exercising our jujitsu brains and stuff like that. Because you don't ever want to, like when you're in jujitsu and you really love it, and you can't come for a while because either funds or work or life gets in the way. A lot of people have kids or whatever, and it's like you can't. And then when you come back in the gym, you're like, oh, and just watching videos on YouTube doesn't really help either. But or it kind of does, but it kind of doesn't. But like still practicing and using your body movements and stuff like that because it's like muscle memory. I noticed when I didn't train for a while and I started rolling again. I was rolling and I was like, it started kind of coming back to me little by little. But it's just that's what I like about Skylar doing that at his house. You know, what I'm saying we're just out there in the yard, just doing our thing in the backyard, just minding our own business and learning. Sometimes we go over after work, but he get off at like, he'd get off at night and I'll get off, and we just go over there and and do a couple rolls and stuff, and it's and learn something from him because he knows a lot more about it than I do. It's like, dude, I got my best friend is like a brother to me, is a purple belt. Why not pick his brain too? That's just like I am with this new job. With this, I want to learn how to work on cars and hot rods and stuff. And this man has like 50 years worth of knowledge, and I'm like, dude, why not pick his brain? And that's one thing I think the best thing in life is like to find something you love doing and just like learn as much as you can about it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, I got a new job, so yeah, that's that. I still work at the liquor store. I'm still part time at the liquor store, but I'm also part time at the hot rod shop where we work on right now we're working on a 1966 Ford Rancho, and it's a pretty cool little car. It's like it's pretty much always stripped down. We have to reprimer it. I've been sanding it, and and just getting stuff done with that. And it's oh man, it sounds nice too, dude. And we're gonna get the upholstery done. We're also gonna put a new windshield and also a brand new back glass. We're gonna put like we're gonna do all kinds of work to this. We're gonna paint it, and I can't wait to paint it. I can't wait to also learn how to work on the engine as well. Um, that's one thing I've been wanting to learn about, and no one's ever really taught me. So it's like it's cool that this guy's offered to teach me and also pay me while he's teaching me. And like I said, this guy has like over 50 years of knowledge of these cars, man. And it's like, why not learn from somebody that wants to teach? You know what I'm saying? That's one thing. It's like learning new things in life, and really, I've owe it all to jujitsu. And the reason why I say that is because like before jujitsu, I never really wanted to learn anything new. I just kind of wanted to just go through life. And now that life is turning around for me. Because back in September, I was really depressed because I was going to go to this plumbing thing, and I signed up too late. It's way too late. You got to wait another year. I'm like, what am I going to do for another year, bro? I can't just sit around for another year, you know? And I prayed to the Lord, man. Yeah, I even cried a little bit. I was like, Lord, what am I going to do? And something told me, man. Something told me. It's like, bro, you're going to, just be patient, my son. You're going to find something you love doing. And the month of March was always flashing in my head. And I went to work with my brother for a little bit from February to March, and then I was and also the liquor store, and then I stopped working with my brother, and I was talking to one of my customers in the store, and he's an older man. He always comes in there like twice a week. I see him like about twice a week, and he always talks to me. He always has something like he says he likes my attitude and everything. 'Cause I'm pretty positive, and even when I'm depressed, I act positive at work because no one cares about the depressed guy. And I'm just like, wait a minute, dude. And like one day he's talking to me, and I'm like, this guy is so knowledgeable. He knows like so much about life, man, and so much about cars. And one day he's telling me, I'm looking for help. And I said, oh yeah. And I was like, really? He goes, yeah. I said, well, I'm looking for a second job. And he's like, well, and we just started talking. And I showed up last Sunday, and he kind of showed me the ropes a little bit, showed me the shop, showed me where everything was, all the tools, all the everything what I needed to be doing. He showed me what I was supposed to be doing, and I got everything. I did my job that day, and I came back the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next. But it was just like it was really cool to have this dude just like teach me about this car, right? I was so amazed about the whole shop anyway, and I just didn't know what to do, you know, and I still don't know what to do, but I'm willing to learn and stuff like that. And that's another thing when you go to a new job, always listen to the guys that know what they're talking about, no matter what you're doing in life, from jujitsu to hot rods to liquor store to whatever you're doing. If you're a young guy, you want to play football. Listen to the older guys. You know what I'm saying? Listen to everybody that knows what they're doing and learn from them and learn how to do it the way you want to do it as well. But like, don't ever act like you're too smart or too much better than everybody, right? That's what I've always learned. You know what I'm saying? And my DoorDash is heading my way. Good deal. And I've always learned that. I've always learned that we have to. I don't know how to explain it. We have to have a like open mind in life, you know. And this is what this is teaching me. And my patience is kind of paying off and stuff like that. And I see a lot of people doing what they want to do. I see, you know, um, Skyler doing his thing. I see, my boy Steven doing his thing. I see, like my buddy Chris is doing his thing. My friend Yesenia, she's doing her thing. And it's like, and these are the main people I mess with in life. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's doing their thing, and I'm praying for everybody to do what they're supposed to do or what they want to do in life. Like, you want to be. If you want to do something, then do it. Get off your butt and do it, man. Pray and just keep on working at it, man. That's what I'm doing. And people could laugh at me, people could say whatever they want to say, but they're never gonna be, um, what I'm saying, like let them laugh at you, because like what God has told me is like the skeptics are gonna be like they're gonna be like hating on you. Don't rub it in their face, but just keep doing what you're doing, keep winning. And that's kind of what I've been trying to learn a little bit, man. I've been trying to learn the kind of just keep it on the down low and keep winning. Out here working, out here doing my thing, out here doing like it's not even really feel like work. 'Cause both my jobs, I love both my jobs because like if for one at the liquor store, I can get up there and talk to people and talk about liquor and have a good time and like saying make people laugh and go play and flirt with all the suburban moms. I love flirting with the suburban moms and but I don't know how to explain it, man. I think that's my DoorDash. It is my DoorDash. I'll be right back. Mail it. So anyway, that dude was cool. He was like another big bearded guy like me. um, Me and Miller got some. DoorDash.
Well, that's
Cool. No, anyway, yeah, DoorDash was here, so um, we were. What was I saying? But yeah, man, you gotta always be willing to learn and open your mind and think about some things. You know what I'm saying? Can't be always be closed minded and stuff like that. That's what the closed minded people are the most dumbest people. You know, that's a true fact. That is a true fact that I've learned in the last 38 years. I learned the most closed minded people are the most dumbest people. And I'm not trying to hate on nobody. They I'm trying to pick that jalapeno popper up. But I am saying always be open minded to learn new stuff. And it don't ever seem like it's like once you open your mind, life don't seem like you're an idiot. Because it's gotta be hard to be an idiot. It really does. And like I know so many people are so close minded. They don't want to learn nothing new. They don't want to do nothing new. They just want to like just be content in like their simple lives. You know. Mm. And I know if I'm not gonna hate on nobody. I know a lot of people that are close minded. I know a lot of people that are like that, man. But I'm not the kind of guy, man. I'm not the kind of guy. I hate I hate close minded people. You know, not gonna hate on them, but I just dislike the fact that what I'm saying, like they will down you and stuff like this. But the Lord told me, like, let them doubt you, let them doubt you, 'cause, like, what, they don't matter to you, and it's true. What do they do for me? I got a lot of doubters, and I know a lot of y'all do too. Just doubt, because they're scared. That's what it is. They're scared. They're scared to reach out. They're scared to be a different person. They're scared to be happy. They're scared to they're scared of your happiness. A lot of people want you to stay down with them too. That's the kind of people you got to cut off. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you got to realize, man. You know, but I think the best part about all this new job is, man, it's just that I get to learn something new, and I get to explore a new profession, a career. This could be a career, right? And like I worked in liquor stores for a long time. I worked in construction. I've worked in kitchens. Oh, I've worked in a lot of kitchens, and I haven't felt this enthusiasm in a long time. You know, I felt this way, I guess, when I first started the liquor store, a little bit. You know, I was pretty happy about that. I was pretty happy about the liquor store and about everything that it had to offer me and stuff like that, and the knowledge that I learned from the liquor bottles, and just selling liquor to people and stuff like that, and the way I've learned about people altogether, and to realize that people are not that smart, you know. But because when I started working in liquor stores, I started working back in the pandemic, so it was like you saw the most just chicken shit people you ever see in your life. First of all, and people just acted crazy during the pandemic anyway. People people are really panicky, but a lot of times you don't want to change, man, and it's hard to change. It's scary, bro. It's scary to change. Scary to be more open minded. I know a lot of people that are just so close minded and they're content like that. You know, you watch them sit there and you try to tell them something and I start freaking out. That's one thing about like a lot of I guess like a lot of people that are like still how do I say it, man? Oh man, how do I say this? A lot of people that are still like like for instance, a lot of these so-called Christians. I'm gonna say so-called, and oh man, because I'm a Christian too, and I shouldn't be trying to attack these people. I'm not attacking anybody. I'm pointing out the truth. That's the funniest part. A lot of these Christians will get mad at you for, oh man, they get mad at you for not liking Israel. Yes, you're supposed to love your neighbor, your enemy, But they don't realize is that Israel is mocking us. They've they're using us. It's funny that there's video of Benjamin Netanyahu out there just saying Jesus Christ, saying about how Genghis Khan's better than Jesus Christ or something like that. But yet these Christians love Jesus, but they still think these Jewish people are the chosen people. And let me explain to you why I don't think they are anymore. In Matthew 23:33, same with Matthew 12:34, Jesus called the these people the seeds of the serpent, a brood of vipers, right? What does that mean? Break that down. He's pretty much calling the children of Satan, you know, because of what they were doing back then. Saying they were using his like the temple is like if you're a Gentile you couldn't go in the temple if you're all this stuff. Like so pretty much like they didn't want to like help you. They didn't want to. They're doing like they do now, pretty much. Act like they're better than you. Even in their book, even says they're saying like they can goyim, which they call us, are like cattle to them. They could what I'm saying, and it's like, and meanwhile these goyim, these Christians are here just, well, no, the Jews are, those are our greatest ally. Let's pray for Israel. That's what I heard someone from my church tell me. I don't know, man. I just can't get with that. I can't get with someone that, like, especially you see these Jews, and I've seen Jewish rabbis, man, just mocking Jesus. Well, if he's a god, how did we kill him? Mocking Jesus. And if you're a Christian, you're happy about that? They say that Jesus is burning in human waste, man. Do you understand? Like, and it's to me, it's like I don't want to get too far into this, but it's like, bro, they're not our friends. They're not our allies. We're cattle to them. They're what I'm saying, there's literally going to be people dying for Israel. American kids, people, your children, you know, and ah, just look up Matthew. Like I said, Matthew 23:33 and Matthew 12:34, please, and see how Jesus felt about these people. Because like he called them the seed of the serpent. The serpent is the devil, you know? And that dates back to a lot of the stuff I read up on and stuff like that, where they pretty much talked about how the fallen angels came down and made it with humans and like demons and stuff like that, and they made giants, and they also like pretty much saying that these modern day Jews are seeds or descendants of that. You know what I'm saying? And these are also the same people that were happy to get Jesus crucified and stuff like that as well. So it wasn't like we, like us Christians, what I'm saying? We always been like their cattle, you know? And so like as this war in Iran rages on, which I'm not going to get too far into it, but it's like mm, it's getting so bad. And they're right out there in the open saying this stuff. What I'm saying? These are videos you can find online of the Jews and Benjamin Netanyahu and all that making fun of Christianity, saying bad things about Jesus. But yet you people go to church and say, "Oh, I praise Jesus, I praise God." But at the same time, you're over here going, "But we got to pray for Israel." It's retarded. Truly, it's truly retarded. I mean, because I'm amazed because I know people that I grew up around, man, that are like that. And look, I got friends that are like that. I'm not going to hate on nobody, but this is what they had said about Jesus. This is what was said. They like everybody said, well, Jesus was a Jew, so therefore, we have to like all. But he was also crucified by the Romans and Jews. I mean, the Jews kind of ordered it, but they wanted them gone. They did. Spoke against their ways for a reason. Jesus did. He spoke against them for a reason. He flipped those tables over. He raised some hell for a reason. Because when he walked up to the synagogue and he saw those tax people, he saw people, merchants selling stuff. He saw all this stuff, these people making all this money off under the name of God, which they're still doing. Not to mention how they praise Baal. He wasn't happy. And why should it be? But of course, you get on threads like I have, and these Jewish people will attack you for, just for saying that truth or saying, like Jesus wasn't a right wing or a left wing. They'll attack you, and he wasn't real. People, atheists and Jews always attack me the most. But if he wasn't real, and if he wasn't really the Messiah, why are y'all so worried about him? That's my question. Why are y'all so scared? Because they don't believe Jesus was the Messiah, but yet those are our friends. And it's funny to me, like all these MAGA fucking Republican people will sit there and be like so happy that we bombed Iran, that we killed all these children and stuff. No, well, they believe different from us. That's why. That's not what he wanted. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Jesus didn't want you to kill children. That's just my opinion. But then again, what do I know? I'm just a goyim. But it goes back to a lot of times. Like one of my friends, he's an atheist. He tries to blame everything on God. Well, it's because everybody praises God. No, funny thing about that is they praise Baal. These Jews, they praise Baal. Say they're a synagogue of Satan. We know this. We know this. It's right there in the open. And yet, that's our ally. Crazy. Stupidity. It's plain stupidity. And if you try to tell these people that, they will lose their mind. Like my brother says, they will unleash their demon. And they do. And you see the disbelief in their face. Believe me, I felt bad too. I used to believe that too. I used to believe that too. Those are God's people. I would say that. I was all happy while they're mocking us online. You know, and they're always mocking us. That's the funniest part to me. The funniest part to me is they're always mocking us. They're laughing at us. They're and we just continue to say that's our greatest ally. It's like the dorky kid trying to be friends with the preppy kids in school. They're my friend, and they're all making fun of them and beating them up. But man, and I'm not gonna get too far into it, man. But it's just like you can't be that blind. Netanyahu was literally on fucking like in front of a conference, literally saying, saying Genghis Khan's more powerful than Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? Is it any more freaking clear, bro? Can we all just pretend that we didn't hear that? I guess that's what they're doing. They're just pretending that they didn't hear it or something, or maybe that's what happened. They don't believe it. It's AI. No, it's real. That's how they think. That's how they feel. There's so many rabbis out there mocking Jesus and everything, but that's our allies. Come on, man. I got friends that are pagan. They don't even do that. You know, I got friends that are atheists. Well, atheists do. I ain't gonna lie. Atheists are. I don't know, man. Like to me, the atheism is funny because they gotta let you know, like a rebellious teenager. That's what they remind me of. Like atheists remind me of rebellious teenagers. Well, God. Well, it's all because of God. It's all because of this. And if you don't believe in something, why are you talking about it? You know, I don't believe in multiple gods, and I don't talk about them. Yeah, I think Thor's badass, but like other than that, like I really just like I don't talk about them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't like well Zeus. Well Zeus. No, I don't talk about Zeus on a daily basis. Like atheists talk about God. You know. It's like your ex that still talks about you over and over and over and over and over. That's why you talk about me. And my ex talks about me all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because what's your proof there's a God? Well, for one, look at DNA. If your DNA was off just a little bit, you'd be different, right? If the Earth was just a little bit off its axis, we couldn't live on it. Something out there had to create that. That was crazy. Time itself, we all know time is real. Time itself is real. Um, the concept of time that shows that there was a beginning and an end, right? Well, something had to create that. Go outside and take a deep breath of this beautiful day we're having, man. Such a beautiful day, bro. Miller knows it. Dog Miller here, my parents' dog. He's a pretty good dog. Uh, Sorry about that, Miller. Didn't mean to burp around you. I know you don't like when people burp. But just this is all proof for me. And I think I said the Earth axis thing. Literally, if our Earth was just a little bit off its axis, we couldn't live on this planet. There's always something to prove. To me, that's what proves that there's a God. He created it just perfect, just right. Your DNA, just perfect, just right. You don't want to hear this if you're an atheist. And that's okay. I'm not going to hate on you for being an atheist or being a pagan or whatever. Like, cool. Believe what you want to believe or do not believe what you do not want to believe. Exactly. But like, just be yourself, man. But don't criticize me for loving the one and only natural God and his son, Jesus Christ. Um, that the Israelites make fun of all the time. You know what I mean? And my only thing to them is like, look, keep your same energy, bro. When you die and you face him, keep your same energy. But but I'm always like, man, there's always like, like they literally do it right in our faces, and we just sit here, just sitting here, letting him do it, and we're like, oh, it's okay. Why can't we be like the Muslims do about Muhammad? Muslims will do anything over some Muhammad. They really would. I'm telling you right now, if you say something bad about Muhammad in front of the Muslims, oh man, or Allah, not Muhammad. Well, Muhammad too, but Allah, say something about Allah. Let's see what happens. You feel me? Say something about here. Say something about Jesus. And everybody's like, oh yeah, 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 yeah. Well, they're our greatest ally. You're stupid. That's straight up. Like that is not your ally. Does not make fun of. That's just what I think. Anyway, but no, like they mock us. Yeah, chickens in the background. Live out here in the fucking live out here in the country. But no, man, like that's what they do. They mock God. They praise Baal. Let's be real. Like what? Because as soon as Iran burned that statue of Baal, boy, they was the Benjamin Netanyahu straight up said they're declared war on us. And what are they doing right now? What are they doing right now? You know? Hey, who is Baal? That's a good question. One of my friends asked me that the other day. I said, well, he has to be back when they had fallen angels. You know, a lot of these fallen angels came to Earth, declared themselves as gods. That's why there was always so many people praising so many gods. And Baal was one of them. I'm pretty sure. They mated with the human women. They had giants. They had Jews. They had all kinds of just they just a bunch of monstrosities. That's one reason why God did the whole flooding of the earth. But I'm pretty sure Baal was one of the ones that came to Earth and was like, "Hey, I'm a god," and people believed him because hey, you can see all these magical things they can do. They can fly. They can do whatever, and you're just a normal human being, especially back in the first couple thousand years of the world. And you're like, dude, what's going on, bro? Because you always heard about God and stuff like that, but you never seen them. But yeah, they all came down as pretty much false gods. Most are demons, you know, I believe. But it's along that storyline. I don't really get into because it's a long, long, long process. But it's definitely something if you're really interested to look into because it really shows the deception that people went through and stuff like that. They praise him, and he's supposed to give you money and wealth or whatever. That's why our government praises ball. That's why, what I'm saying, and that's another reason why too. Like you see, like all these people were burning a statue of ball, and last week Mexico burned a statue of ball in front of the American embassy in Mexico. Now, so that's I'm interested to see where that goes too. I got a feeling that we're probably going to attack them as well. That's World War III. And look, my atheist buddy's like, over God, everybody's over religion. No, it's over a false religion, a false, saying a false deity that people are freaking praising. Paul, he's about greed, children sacrifices. Oh, like everything from the Epstein files. Okay, y'all remember the Epstein files? You remember those? Yeah, everybody kind of forgot about those, but no, that's what they were doing with that as well. They were, you know, doing things to kids and killing them, killing little children and sacrificing them. Our government. Think about that. Your favorite leaders, not just Trump. I love how the Democrats say it's just Trump. Like Trump was the only one on the island there with Epstein. Just Epstein and Trump hanging out killing children. No, Clinton was there. I believe Obama was there. There was a lot of people there, dude. A lot of our famous actors, even Tom Hanks, man. I believe I read somewhere where Tom Hanks was in. That makes me sad because I loved Forrest Gump. That was one of my favorite movies growing up. You know, you know who wasn't there? I think Michael Jackson wasn't there, which is kind of weird. Anyway, they were there. They were praising their Lord Ball, killing little kids, man, innocent children, bro. You know, oh man, you know, and they all praise him. Even Erica Kirk. She was over there in Romania. What I'm saying? With running an orphanage where kids were going missing, bro. You know what I'm saying? And she got kicked out of Romania. How do you get kicked out of Romania? Andrew Tate is in Romania. Andrew Tate's over there doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't get kicked out. He's been canceled everywhere. So that big shout out to Top G. I like Andrew Tate. I don't give a damn what anybody says. At least he ain't no rapist. Oh, well, he was trafficking women. No, he wasn't. Those bitches were all ready for it. They all loved it. They're all partying with him and shit, sucking his dick. you know, I'm just saying. But you know, they're all in it, bro. Every one of them. It's funny. Some lady was talking about the Afro Man case where Republicans should be happy about that. And some guys like, we are. And I was like, you're so brainwashed. You try to make everything left and right. That's how stupid you are. You're stupid. You're an idiot. You're retarded. You're stupid if you think of everything's about left and right. It's not about left and right. It's about divide and conquer. That's what they're doing with their statues of ball and their saying like their greed. You don't think Donald Trump and Joe Biden are friends? You don't think like which they were sitting there chilling? You don't think Obama and Trump ain't friends? Clinton and Trump were friends. Clinton was at some of Trump's weddings. Come on, dude. Like that's crazy to me. How you think these people are not friends? No, one loves America and the other one's like pedophiles. No, they're all pedophile friends. They're all on that island. They're all dancing on that island, ordering pizza. You know, I don't want to say it too loud. I want to get shot. I'm out here, saying MAGA territory. you know, they will too. No, you don't know. Literally a block away, there's a guy flying an Israeli flag. If I caught that damn flag, I'll put it on fire. That's just me, though. But people are stupid, man. God damn. Like, I love how some of these Republicans will talk about how the founding fathers, what they would do. They wouldn't do what y'all are doing. They're not going to bow down to Israel. I'm telling you right now. Unless they're bought out by Israel, which they probably would be. But Well, you're probably right. They probably will be doing what you are doing. But you got to understand one thing: we're not the same kind of breed to those people. They freaked out over 2% tax. Now imagine how they feel right now. Seeing, can you imagine being like George Washington or Benjamin Franklin or Thomas Jefferson? You get in a time machine, you come back here, and you see what this country's become. People are like, "Go Israel," and everybody's like, "What the fuck? Are y'all that stupid? What do you mean? Oh, you're paying all your taxes to this, and you're paying $18 billion a year to Israel? Wow, wow." Could you imagine our founding fathers? Could you imagine them? Could you imagine what they feel like if they came to this time and they saw Donald Trump as president up there mouthing off about something, and then well, the other choice was Kamala Harris. Like, first of all, woman, no, no, ew, gross. Second of all, just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm really not. But first, like that, if you want a woman to run for president, why don't you get a good woman, not an ex hoe? Someone will say, "What about Michelle Obama?" That's not a woman. That's a man. Why do you want a trans to run America? We already had a gay run America thanks to Obama. That fag. You know what I'm saying? But they could you imagine like them saying like, "Oh well, Kamala, you should have voted for Kamala then." Yeah, so we can have a bunch of fucking fag shit everywhere, dude. Like, god damn, like y'all, they're attacking the American family so freaking hard, bro. They don't want you to go train, bro. They don't want you to work on hot rods. They don't want you to live a manly life. They want you to be a sis. They want you to be a sissy, like most of y'all are. Most of y'all are sissies if you think about it. Bunch of pussy ass dudes running around. But like here in Kingsland, there's nothing but pussies everywhere, bro. Just gaping, tearful fucking pussies crying about every fucking thing they see. Bunch of fucking tweaker pussy ass faggots. But and I'm saying this because I'm telling the truth. That's the saddest part about it. But they literally would. Our founding fathers would probably like just give us to Britain. They go back in time like, you know what? Take it, take it, take it. Because we're. By the way, if you, I don't even like. I think what's funny is the IRS is actually owned by Great Britain, isn't it? I mean, look that up. Someone told me that a long time ago, and I'm pretty positive. But if I'm wrong, please leave it in the comments section. Um, and don't be Jewish about it and cry about it. Yes, you're wrong. Because I will erase your comment and I'll send you nothing but spam mail. I really will. I'll send you dick pics all day long. But um, uh, I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Praise Israel. Um, I I think it's funny though because I think if our founding fathers really did come back, they wouldn't be too happy if they are the men they say they are. Pretty sure they probably have like a sex scandal or something like that. Damn well somebody gonna be like, well, George Washington touched this woman's ass. You goddamn right he touched her fucking ass, but he's a man, dude. I mean, goddamn, goddamn. It's like for some reason everybody's a fucking sexual pervert nowadays. You ever notice that? I heard about they had something about Bob Barker, the same thing, sexual pervert. Cesar Chavez, same thing. Cesar Chavez was one of my heroes, bro. You know what I'm saying? And just to read that about him, somebody's like, he groomed me when I was a child. I said, shut up. No, he didn't. Shut up. Why you come up with it now? You couldn't do it in the 90s after he died. You couldn't do it when he was still alive. You know, like I guess I don't understand because if someone groped my ass, if someone groomed me or raped me, guess what would happen? Guess what would happen? I would tell everybody. Everybody. Well, no, I'm not keeping my mouth shut. Right as soon as it happens, everybody's gonna know. And that's what I don't understand about people that do allegations. And I'm not victim shaming. First of all, don't say I'm victim. He's victim shaming again. He's victim shaming. He's such a bad man. No, it's like, bro. And I would expect the same thing. Like if someone, and I tell my nieces this a lot too, man. I tell all the women I know. Look, if someone's doing wrong to you, come get one of us. Okay, okay, for real. because I'll do wrong to them. Like I told a little boy one time, whatever you do to my niece, I'll do to you, boy. I ain't playing. You can tell the news that too. I don't give a shit. But what I'm saying is, fuck, I'm still sick, bro. But what I'm saying is, nobody like people just literally like just it's crazy how like 50 something years later someone comes out big you big big touch my butt because no one touched to that person and it's always the people that no one wants to touch either. I don't want to get into that, but it's true though, they look like me, you know, like some lady in a dress and a beard look like me, or that guy that dropped off the DoorDash it looks like me too. Like that's pretty awesome. I love seeing other fat guys with beards like, what's up bro, the bro brother, you know. But I'm getting off track. But no, I'm serious. They look like me sitting there. Oh, he groped me. He groomed me. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. There is no simple way. So no one ever tried to groom me. God damn it. But where was I? Fuck. I'm just saying, man. I got a little off track because everybody's getting groomed nowadays. I know, like I'm kind of jealous, I guess, because that never happened to me. Why someone groom me? Touch me. I was a cute kid. Anybody touch me? The priest told me, let's just be friends. Fucking shit. Pissed me off, dude. Anyway, moving on. You know, so when I was talking about the Afro, like, did I bring up the Afro Man thing yet? I don't know if I did. Anyway, I was talking about someone says something about the right wing, left wing, and the right wing should be proud of Afro Man, but they're not because he's black. Some lady said that. Because I know you're a brainwashed dumb bitch. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Because like everybody wants it to be a right wing, left wing thing. You understand? Because they're so brainwashed, they're so stupid. They're cattle. The Jews are right. The Jews are right. They're all right. Because for one, I got peed like a motherfucker, dude. And I'm locked outside the house. It's horrible. I left my key and I got locked out. So yeah, this is nice. But no, seriously. I was crap. I'm gonna pee outside. Anyway, so everybody wants it to be separate. And like our government and the people that run our government, by the way, they're not the people you think they are. It's not Donald Trump running everything. It's not Benjamin Netanyahu. There is a darker, deeper, dark force behind it all. Could be AI, um, which is, yeah. Peter kills Nancy Cross. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Um, no. It's everybody wants everything to be separate. Everybody wants to be part of a group so bad that they like it's so silly to me that if you believe something different from them when you die, they think it's cool for you to die. Like, oh, he's dead. Yes, thank God. You know, thank God because he believes something different than me, but I believe in freedom of speech. Kind of weird. That's weird, man. But I'm out here on my porch just fucking screaming this shit. I'm all Jew, Jew. How you doing? I had to pause it for a minute. Some ladies all looking at me. But I'm out here in a small town country. I'm out here in Kansville, Texas, boy. I'll tell you what. I'm saying where I'm at because I know the Jews are they're looking for me. They're going to kill me. Yeah, but no, anyway. What I was saying was that we have to um, we have to realize that they want us separate so bad that even celebrities are doing it too. They're like, well, if you're not part of this, you're not part of that. You're not, you know, like you have to believe what we believe. You know, like Eminem a while back said, if you vote for Trump, you're not a fan of mine. Don't listen to my music no more. I just stopped listening to his music because of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you want to tell me who I should vote for? You, Eminem, a drug addict? Come on now, dog. I'm a drug addict too. You ain't got to fucking, you know what I'm saying? I ain't telling anybody who to vote for. You know? And that's the whole point. Like they want you to be separate so bad. It's easier to conquer you that way. If you're some red hat wearing faggot or you're some fucking blue haired fucking faggot, and you know, 'cause one thing y'all got in common, y'all both faggots. You know what I'm saying? You're both faggots. So like, stop fighting, man. Just stop, bro. Stop it. So, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, it's like, man, just like. people that are in the center, those of us that are in the center, so there's a few of us. We just watch y'all. We're like, dude, this you have to be the most ignorant, stupidest person that ever walked this earth. You really have to be. You have to be so stupid you can't even do anything. You're stupid. Like there's like you really don't see the agenda that they're just trying to make you. They're trying to split you apart. You don't see this. I say it so many times on this podcast, man. I've said it on the heavy rollers. I said it on Derrek Ribera show. I said it back on the morning beer show. I've said it back. I said it back on the afternoon beer. I said it back on the Derrek Rivera show. I said it on like the one before. What was that called? There was another one I had. But anyway, I said it on every one of them. They're trying to keep you separate. They're trying to keep you fucked up because if they don't, you're going to like you're if we come together, bro, it's gonna be scary for them. But anyway, this Afro Man case. First of all, that's how it started back in 2022. This is what I was going to talk about before I got on that little tangent. Afro Man got sued by the police department where he lives at. I forgot which area because I didn't look too much into it, but I did read. I did read the first one. I remember it back in the day. Oh, great! We got some guy on a bicycle come by, dogs barking at him, smoking meth. Yay! But no, like so. Anyway, he went against these the police department. First of all, they raided his house for no reason, looking for criminal activity. They didn't find nothing. They stole about $4,000 from him. And he dashed away. This was evidence. So when he goes back to the police station to get his money, he finds out someone was missing. And the cops are like, no, 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 this is not what happened. So it was all there. This is what we found. This is all there. They stole it. $200 stolen. $200 stolen, but they stole it. We all know they did. And the police decide they decide that it's a good idea to saying they just kind of like want to keep it quiet, I guess. So Afro Man starts making videos on YouTube, and it's all videos of the cops really raiding his house because he had cameras everywhere. So if it videotaped all these, they had like one's called Officer Pound Cake, and I forgot what the lady was called, but it was the funniest thing ever because like they were making fun of her and they were making fun of him, and so the police department decides to sue because first of all Officer Pound Cake he shows up in the kitchen. He's like, I think he literally took a piece of this dude's cake, bro. That was in the kitchen. First of all, you don't want to take food from Afro Man when in his house. You don't know what it is because they might have THC in it, which will be dope. You'll be having a good time, but at the same time, you're not going to have a good time. You feel me? So he so anyway, like he has all these videos of them just raiding his house, looking stupid, fat and dopey. I mean, they were literally like they were so unprofessional looking, and he's over there. He had it all on video. So the police department gets mad and sues him. Okay, but Afro Man being Afro Man goes to court. He's dressed like an American flag shirt. He's going on about freedom of speech. He actually won the case. And the funny shit to me is they had to play the song to the lady that offended her, and she was crying in the courtroom, and they just kept playing the fucking song over and over, right? It was like a 14-minute song. This lady had to sit there and listen to him make fun of her and watch the video and watch she just sit there and cry on the stand. And he Afro Man like just did something that we all wanted to do growing up. It's like they were messing with this dude for no reason. Like one, he's like, "Will you fix my door or some shit?" And like, 'cause I kicked his door in, and just just him going off and on, using his freedom of speech and every one of his rights because they did come to his house. They are on his camera, so therefore he had the right. You know what I'm saying? Um, the police department tried to sue him for that, and they lost. They're probably going to torment him and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure, but it's just funny to me that Afro Man would go that far because that's something I do. I feel like you know. But he literally it's all YouTube, man. You can look it up. It's hilarious, man. It really is. It's really hilarious. But we we just I don't know, man. It's just one of those things. You know what I'm saying? It's something that like it's a big win for freedom of speech. It really is. And fucking Red Wasp, get out of here. Okay. But anyway, so it's a big win for freedom of speech, man. It really is because he's out here just you know what I'm saying? Just he just did his thing, bro. And they took it the wrong way, but it's like, bro, you the ones that busted his house for no reason and stole his money. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like they try to do some crooked shit to him, and they got it all back to them. And I think that's the funniest thing in the world to me. Like, I mean, it made me laugh. The whole thing is like it should be a there should be a documentary on it. It really should. I think 50 Cent should make a documentary on it. After he makes a documentary on Ti and his wife and their victims. So, but he should definitely make a documentary. They should literally document it, put it on Netflix or something because Afro Man deserves like some a good reward for that, man. He really does. And it's like because it's not every day you get to it's not every day you just get to like say like something like that happens and a victory like that because like like living in a small town like this one, there's a lot of crooked police out there. There's a lot of crooked police. I'm not saying there is any more in Kingsland, but there sure was at one point. But I would love to see that as a documentary series of how Afro Man just, say like maybe a 2 3 hour long documentary of just Afro Man just clowning these police officers, dude. And it was just to me it was just funny because they were so unprofessional, and he just he just capitalized on it, and I thought that was fucking cool. I watched some of the videos last night on YouTube, and I was just laughing my ass off. But yeah, man, like so that's how that case started, though. It's like you the funny thing about the Officer Pound Cake thing was people were sending that guy pound cakes, and they were playing the music video in front of him. He said he was getting all mad. Like every time people see those cops, they play their music video, that Afro Man music video in front of them, and somebody was sending them pound cakes. It'd be a damn shame if Afro Man found out I like fucking cheeseburgers and, say, call me Mr. Fat Cheeseburger and people make fun of me and send me cheeseburgers. That would be a shame. I wouldn't want that to happen. No, I wouldn't want that to happen at all. I also like $100 bills. They call me Mr. $100 bill. People send me $100 bills. I wouldn't be sad at all. I'd be happy if someone sent me free pound cakes. Like, is that normal? But I'd be like, hell yeah, man, I got some cake, bro. Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'd be happy, boy. I don't know, man. People just dumb, bro. People just dumb. That's what you get, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what people like. People got to realize. Like, people nowadays got to realize there's a cause and effect. You fuck with somebody, you're gonna get fucked with back. That's the way it goes. You know what I'm saying? Like if one of these little young punks riding the little scooters going by, gonna come up and talk shit, I'll throw a fucking rock at them. That's cause and effect. You talk shit, you got a rock thrown at you. There you go. Goodbye. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it goes. But nah, man. I just think it's funny that people will go through that. Just Afro Man, dude. He just did his thing, bro. Like I think that's the best thing ever. And plus, it helped him stay more relevant because he was honestly like one of like Afro Man was literally one of like the first like viral artists. You think about it, you know what I'm saying? So like he was like when he came out, that song "Cause I Got High" freaking blew up everywhere, bro, all across everything. And you know what I mean? Like he had his fame and stuff like that, and he's just living his life and probably getting high and chilling. And the police didn't like that. That's another thing, you know. What I'm saying like they learned their lesson. Officer Pound Cake learned his lesson. To me, that was the funniest shit ever, dude. Like you know what I'm saying? But he had like just the video of those guys, man. I'm like, these cops are fucking goofy, dude. Like they're like a bunch of Barney Fives out there just fucking pointing their guns everywhere, looking around. Like, chill out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you deserved it. I thought it was fake. I when I saw the videos, how goofy these cops look, I literally thought it was fake. I really did. So you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, it is what it is, bro. But big shout out to Afro Man, dude. And you know what I'm saying? Also, guys, you know. What was I gonna do? I was gonna do something. Oh yeah. So I saw one of my nephews post something on Snapchat earlier today, and somehow how he's the friend that how do I put it? He's the friend that nobody is ever there to help, but he's always there to help them. He's the friend that just what I'm saying. He's that friend that everybody forgets about when they're done. You know what I'm saying? But is always emotionally there for people, and that hit close to home with me because that's me too. I don't want to get all sympathy, but I'm gonna get a little sympathetic. Message to my nephews and nieces: don't ever let someone feel like you're not important. Don't ever let someone feel like you're a nobody. You know, I think one of the hardest things in life is like losing people that you really cared for and they're walking out of your life. But that also leads a way for finding better people. See, I had a lot of people walk out of my life. So a lot of people say they're my friends. They hung around for a couple of years. They loved me, and as soon as the times got hard, they were gone. I had a lot of people like that, man. And I've always been the kind of guy that would hold on to my friends, but was always so loyal, no matter what. I've had my friends' wives come on to me. I've had all kinds of stuff, and I've never acted on it when other guys would have. I've had my friends' exes come up to me, never acted on it, and when I could have, and when I should have, and when a lot of other guys they would have. But what I'm trying to tell you is like people leave your life for a reason. People leave your life for a reason, man. People are not always going to be in your life. They're not always going to be there for you. They're not always going to be, saying like be your best friend forever. Like my best friend from high school. I still love the guy, but he's not here no more, and he has his own life. But people leave your life to leave room for better people. You understand? Like for instance, people I hang out with now, 100 times better. I'm happy that the people that left my life that never wanted to be my friend and that thought they were too good to be in my life. I'm happy that they left. Because if you never want to be part of this whole movement, then you know what I'm saying you never should act like you were in the first place. Yes, but at the same time, I'm glad you were because you helped me become the better person that I am today. You helped me see my self worth, and that's the same thing. What you got to realize. That's what I to my nephews and nieces. Y'all got to realize this because people are going to be in and out of your life for the rest of your life. You're young. You're kids. So some of you are teenagers, but it's like you're young. There's going to be people in and out of your life. There's going to be people that are going to be there for the moment. There's going to be people that are going to be there for saying just for the benefits of using you. But you learn, and if you learn from that mistake, instead of just trying to keep on holding on to the past, keep on holding on to the same people, and oh man, why do they have to leave me? Man, we had such a good time at the lake all the days and blah blah. Like, nah, man, fuck those people. Because you know why? At the end of the day, bro, at the end of the day, like if it makes you a better person, you realize, okay, now I'm not gonna see my self worth. Because for a while, I used to blame myself, bro. I used to be like, man, bro, it's me that they don't want to be around. I'm too truthful. I need to stop being so truthful. I need to stop being so real. But then at the same time, say that they can't handle you at 100 proof, then why should they be fucking with you? Because at all times you gotta be 100 proof. You gotta be 100, gotta be 100 to the day you die. So like when you like walking through life, people that can't handle you at 100, they ain't 100 with themselves. So what you gotta do is you gotta keep moving. You know what I'm saying? It's good to have someone in your life temporarily. Oh, that's my homie. That's my homie. That's cool. We cool. You know what I'm saying? But then at the end of the day, like that homie runs off and snitches on you. Or at the end of the day, that homie runs off. But they were so much fun. No, you gotta. It's time to move on. They're letting you know when it's time to move on. People will let you know when it's time to move on. People are not going to just hang out. You know what I'm saying? People are going to let you know when it's time to move on. They start acting shady, start acting hateful. These people, they don't want to be around. Like, you know what I'm saying? They only come around when you have something. Like I remember some friends I had, they only come around when I got paid. Let's drink some beer. Let's get some drugs. You know what I'm saying? But when I was broke, I was by myself. And that's when I knew, okay, okay, I know my self worth now. I know my worth, and that's one thing. That's my message to all these young people, anybody, man. That's my message. It's like know your worth, and at the same time, be thankful that those fake ass people came out of your life. Oh, that was your best friend since seventh grade. Oh, cool. Oh, now he don't want to hang out no more. You know what I'm saying? Because he want to go hang out with Tudu and all them or whatever. I don't know these names of these young people no more. But like he want to go hang out with them people. Cool. Let's go hang out with those people. Because you know why? Now you know your self worth. Okay, man, they ain't good enough for me no more. And that's what you got to see it. Like, oh man, they ain't good enough for me no more. When I saw my nephew post that, it made me sad, bro. It made me deep down sad. I remember when he was a little baby. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn, bro. And then I see him post that, he feels like he's not important. So no, you're important. The people around you were not very important. They wanted to go out and do drugs. They wanted to go out and do whatever. They wanted to, your girlfriend wanted to cheat on you. Okay, cool. Now you know your worth because they know they weren't good enough for you. And that's what you got to see things. They know they're not good enough for you, bro. So you got to keep moving, man. You got to keep loving your life and keep living. And no matter what, man, because like the bad people in your life, when they leave more room for the good people that are coming. Like right now, I'm 38 years old. I barely got any friends. But one thing, all the people I do got, those are some real people. You know, so some of my friends range from like 25 years old all the way to like freaking, 60, 70 years old. And I learned from each one of these people. These people like are in my life now because I found some good people. I didn't find no haters. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, I used to hang out with some haters, some punks, and some weirdos. You know what I'm saying? And like they never ever added up. The real ones will always stick around. The ones that are ready to grow and watch you grow, those are the ones that will stick around, huh? I'm telling you. I'm telling you. But the ones that don't want to watch you grow or succeed or they don't want to grow, they ain't gonna stick around. They're gonna stay in their same little hubby. Same little hubby, little cubby they got out there. Watching you, hating. Let them watch you. Let them watch you win. Like, oh man, you don't talk to us no more. Nah, man, I keep on doing me. You don't want to wanted to go off and say hang out with them fake ass people. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. That's the hardest part about being the realest person alive. Like me, I feel like I'm the realest person alive sometimes because like I really see these people change up on me. And like you got to realize that everybody's gonna change up on you. Everybody's gonna want to grow to what they're supposed to be growing into, and you need to grow into what you need to be growing into. And if they don't suit somebody else, then you don't need to be around those people. You feel me? Like I don't understand how you want to stick around somebody that wants to hold you down. I don't understand why you want to stick around somebody that wants to, saying that don't want to see you grow. If you keep on growing and being who you want to be, that's my message. Keep growing, and if people don't want to be around you for that, then fine, so be it. Fuck them. They can go out somewhere and saying shit themselves. I don't care. But like what I mean, and that's the way I see it now. Because for so long, like all through my teens and 20s, always wanted to keep these people around. Please stay around me, please. Uh, why do you want to leave me? Because I wanted to, and I was trying to grow into a better person. But then they don't want to see you grow into a better person because they're not supposed to be around. God will send people in your life that should be around. You feel me? God will send people in your life that should be around, bro. And once they do, you know what I'm saying? That's that's all you got to do, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you will see people that will help you grow, people that want to see you grow, people that want to see you happy, they'll come around. And people that don't, they'll leave. And good riddance. Goodbye. For real. Straight up. That goes for anybody. But that's like my little message to my nephews and nieces, all the young people in my family, you know what I'm saying, my little cousins and all them, because like they need to know that like they don't stick around these losers that don't want you around. If they think they're too good to be around you, then cool. That'll be too good. That'll be too good over there. Keep growing. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep trying to chase your goals. Keep trying to be a winner. Because that's what winners do. It's lonely at the top, bro. I swear to God, it's lonely up here. But once you get on my level, you're gonna realize, oh, okay. And what I mean is, I'm not at the top yet either. I'm still broke and everything too. But like mentally, I'm at the top. I'm above everybody. So like that's what I'm trying to say. That. And I really hope that a lot of you guys and a lot of young people that listen to this too, like just please, saying, don't sweat the small stuff. Don't sweat the haters. Don't sweat the people that are out there, saying like hating on you. Don't sweat the people that don't want to be in your life no more. There's a reason why they left your life. God let them leave your life because He might have heard something that they said about you or did about you that you didn't hear about. They could be out there whispering behind your back, bro. But don't ever let these people think that they're going to stop you. Keep heading to your goals, man, and keep climbing to the top. Because a lot of people ain't going to want to see you at the top. That's why they whispered about you. That's why they rejected you. They're hating on you. They're hoping you lose. They're hoping you fail, bro. They're hoping you burn. But at the end of the day, you ain't got to burn. You ain't got to lose, man. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you are that dude. You are that one that what I'm saying, like that literally what I'm saying, like that literally is just living your life. You're reaching your goals. You're climbing to the top, man. That's part is some people ain't meant to be in your life. Some people ain't meant to be there, bro. It sucks, man, 'cause those people were fun, bro. Like I miss some of my old friends. I think about them a lot, but I'm like, dude, I can't dwell with people because people left my life. You leave my life, and while I'm trying to grow, cool. Leave me on rock bottom, boy. Throw me to the wolves, because I'm gonna come back leading the motherfucking pack. You bet your ass on that one. I'll be wearing a fucking wolf coat and everything. Like, I don't give a damn. And that's what you got to realize. That's what all y'all got to realize, man. Like you come back, you know what I'm saying? Like and rise to the top, reach your goals. The real ones are gonna be there riding with you. no matter what. The fake ones, that's the reason why they left your life. God got them out of your life to make room for the real ones, straight up. So, guys, and thank you guys, But that's just like a message that I wanted to say to all the youngsters in my family and stuff like that because I saw one of them post that on Snapchat and I was like, damn, bro, that kind of hurt my feelings a little bit that he's going through that already in his life. You know what I'm saying? Going through what I went through. And it's like, I see that, man. And I'm like, God, bro, like, why? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why did you have to go through that, bro? Like, why are you going through that, brother? But you know what, though? You're going to reach your goals, man. Just keep on working to the top. Don't let them hold you down, man. You know, straight up. Anyway, guys, thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for everything y'all do. Derrek Ribera show, you know how it is, you know how I do. It's been a while since I put an episode out. So I'm gonna try to do more of these, man. Like I said last one, but like I said, I work two jobs, bro. I'm tired, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a cool dude. I'm tired. But anyway, thank y'all for listening for real. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful weekend, a wonderful week. You know, what I'm saying I'm releasing this a little early. But I'm hoping you guys have a wonderful week. Dang, I'm tired, man. I just had to let that out. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of y'all be going through it, man. And I understand. I really do. So thank you for listening. Thank you guys. Check me out on the Harp Jiu-Jitsu. I'm gonna leave the link down below. Well, me and my boy be doing some backyard jiu-jitsu. Also check me out on the Heavy Rollers podcast with my boy Steven. I'm out there just killing it with Steven. You know, doing what we do best. Be heavy rolling. And hey, you know, so check me out at just check me out, man. Check me out on my YouTube channel. Check me out on the Derek Ribera show. And you just started listening to this, man. Check out the past episodes. They're a little off the wall, but hey, they are what they are. Man. And I thank you guys for listening, man. I really do. You guys, you guys enjoy and have a great day.